name is Amor Montes de Oca. I am the Executive Director at Illinois Women in Cannabis. I am passionate about technology and entrepreneurship, and I look forward to getting to know all of you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Candace Clark. I am the founder of High Tech Consulting. We are a firm that specializes in supporting advocacy organizations, nonprofits, and impactful brands in getting their business and their brand online through digital services and solutions.
Hello, my name is Michael Jarosak. Everyone calls me MJ. I am the head of growth for an executive retained staffing firm called Y Scouts, and I am also the co-founder of a consulting firm called Noble Cannabis Solutions, where we help early stage dispensary and craft grow applicants through the licensing process.
Hi, my name is Elante Slowick, and as of right now, I'm the media manager of Chicago Normal. I pretty much care about all things cannabis marketing and media, and try to understand better this exciting new space and how to market and bring resources and talent to the space.
My name is Dominic Morella. I'm the VP of Business Development at Abaca, where we're solving the biggest challenge in cannabis today, and that's banking and financial solutions. Also co-founder with MJ of Noble Cannabis Solutions.
Hi, my name is Noemi Romero. I am the customer quality engineer at 4 Degrees. I am passionate about creating opportunities for people who don't have the resources, and that is why I am here.
Hey everybody, I'm John Cesaro, president and co-founder of CannaTech Ventures. We really help democratize access to media and creative innovators all over the world. And it's exactly why we're a part of this program, because the cannabis industry is also very fractionalized and siloed. And so we want to continue to help as best as we can.
CannaTech Ventures, to me, is an incredible program that we hope will reach those interested in technology and developing solutions and innovating in the space. It's a resource, is an opportunity for new entrepreneurs to get their concepts developed and go to market through our program.
CannaTech Ventures to me is, and I hope that everyone will also buy into this with me, it's an opportunity to provide resources to people who have been directly impacted by cannabis prohibition, people who have been affected by the war on drugs, people who are at the forefront of innovation and have the ideas but lack the resources. To me, CannaTech Ventures is a solution to that problem.
CannaTech Ventures to me is opportunity. This plant is absolutely magical. I like to say it saved my life. It definitely changed my life. So I have the opportunity to open the doors for other folks that are looking to break into this industry on the technology side. It's something I'm deeply passionate about.
CannaTech Ventures, to me, I think going off of what Candace says, is definitely supporting the opportunity for individuals that were affected on the war on drugs, but I think often that's forgotten are the children of the people that have been affected. So giving those kids, such as myself, an opportunity to be in the space with all the education that I went to pursue, and kind of looking at the field and not wanting to be in a typical corporate setting, or being around the plant and its healing powers, spreading the opportunity and resources, I think is very important. And not only that, but transferring the education. A lot of these 20-somethings have, but just simply lack, or no one wants to give them the opportunity. And I think that's just ridiculous. So hopefully we open that space up for a lot of those people.
CannaTech Ventures to me is a community of incredibly smart people. In that, starts with the cohort and the members of the community or the portfolio companies that come in through the program, led by the directors sitting up here and educators and mentors. Bringing these resources to innovation in cannabis is just an incredible opportunity.
CannaTech Ventures to me is a door to an opportunity for people with bright minds and creative ideas. It is a community that is going to bring together people from all different kinds of backgrounds, and it's going to open the door for all the companies that are already involved in cannabis to grow even more with the tech options that our startups are going to create.
CannaTech Ventures to me, I think, is a beacon that is just screaming out progress in the innovation industry alone, right? There's not a lot of representation at the top when it comes to traditional corporate innovation, when it comes to innovation programs. And we're really trying to stir that up, obviously, with the extremely diverse and incredible founding team that we have here. And I really hope that resonates through not just the culture of the organization, but the culture of the startups and the partners that we work with, and really try to set a tone that in any fractured or siloed industry, no matter what it is, there is opportunity all over the world, from in parts of the world that you least expect it, to bring these people together and to do something meaningful and have a large impact. So looking forward to continue to drive that for the foreseeable future.
Chicago is an incredible place for cannabis innovation. Some of the biggest cannabis companies are headquartered here, as well as some of the biggest cannabis technology companies that have been raising money. And so we're at the hub of where some of the biggest movers in cannabis are today, and we want to kind of bring that energy to our founders, to our startups throughout our program.
I think Chicago is a great place to start a program like this because, in parallel to what was just said, you have some of the communities that were the hardest hit by cannabis prohibition. With that being said, you have these young minds, like Alante mentioned, that are coming up, that have the ideas, they have the innovation, they have the ability, and sometimes they might even have the education, but they're looking for that opportunity. So I feel like Chicago is a great market to get started.
Chicago offers viable environments for the startup community. We have a great community of innovators in other industries that are also looking to explore, into the cannabis industry. And we're looking to leverage these startup communities already existing in Chicago to expand into the cannabis industry and explore opportunities as well, to collaborate with other industries and to bring that technology innovation into this field.
I think Chicago geopolitically is a really good location because when you think about the Midwest, there's not really that many. I mean, no shade to St. Louis or Milwaukee or anything, but if you live on the East or West Coast, you have several big cities that you can take from, and it's a lot of culture and innovation there. But when it comes to the Midwest, there is not many places to turn, at least in my opinion. So I think we have a great access to a lot of people that can keep us in better competition to the West and to the East, personally, what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chicago is a perfect city for a lot of different reasons. I think first and foremost, it's a place where we all call home. And if you've ever been a part of the cannabis culture here in Chicago, it's a little bit different than what you see on the East Coast and the West Coast. It really does it's a nice close-knit group that I kind of even say it's family in a way. Also, as Dom mentioned as well too, it's the head of it's a hub of M&A in cannabis. You have companies like Cresco, you have companies like GTI, Philo, ranging from technology firms to MSOs and everything in between. I think we have a great facility here at 2112. I just think it's a perfect location to start with.
Chicago, to me, is the fifth largest creative hub in the country. That not many people know that. And when you're in the culture of Chicago, you would know that it's very diverse, and there's a lot of opportunity to to bring a lot of that diversity to programs like CannaTech Ventures, more importantly to facilities like 2112 in Fort Knox, which is arguably the largest creative hub in the country that not a lot of people even know about. So there's a lot of opportunity to continue to grow that presence and provide more opportunities to these startups that come through the program. When you look at venture capital and you look at the global economy from a digital landscape, what you're starting to see is the coasts are starting to come into what we call the central corridor. So everything from Texas all the way up to Chicago, venture capital is starting to understand that it no longer needs to be on the coasts to get the best deal flow. Maybe the cost of living doesn't need to be as high, right? These pockets that you're starting to see of innovation across the country, Chicago is, I think, a really big beacon for cannabis, and that's why we have the opportunity to really set some standards and be an example in the cannabis industry, in the tech space in particular.
Why Chicago? Chicago, to me, it's as simple as it's home. It's our community, and we want to give back to our community and support the businesses around Chicago. And I think, why not? You know, if you can make a difference, home is the best place.
What excites me more about this program is freshness, it's innovation, it's leadership, it's our resources and our passion to guide these startups and these founders and bring them to market.
I am most excited to meet the founders as we get kicked off. Meet the founders, see what type of ideas they have. So just learn and network with them and grow with them. You know, it's not just about the growth of the founders. I think that all of the directors here will benefit and grow in some way just from being involved in this project. So I'm really excited to see where we take it.
I'm most excited, I think, just about our founding team in particular. We came together in a very ad hoc kind of way. And what's been most exciting for me is within, the first 30 days, 45 days of knowing each other, how fast and how well we work together. And I'm really excited to continue to see that flourish, because I think you're going to see that through the program itself and the work that we do with the startups. Having run multiple other programs, I'm really excited for the founders to actually have a place where they could go, where they know that the education, the mentorship, the teachers are going to be quality. They know that we're going to have experts within the industry, and we are in the industry of innovation, but we focus on cannabis because it's a lot of the background of the people that you see up here today. So there's so much to be excited for, and I think we're going to get even more excited once we're actually in it with our first cohort.
What I'm most excited about is to see the changes that our founders can make in the cannabis industry as a whole. We are in a position where, unlike other traditional industries, where just a little bit of progress from a technology standpoint can make a huge impact on the way the industry moves forward. There's so many challenges facing cannabis operators today that bringing some innovative ideas from the outside and really putting the resources and collaboration into these can really take all of us and all of the founders and all the startups and the industry as a whole to a whole nother level.
I am super excited to be the connection, the glue, the the spot for all these startups. Not just for the founders, but for the mentors. To be able to connect people and meet people and see what the individual is like. I think, to me, that's what is the most important thing, is just meeting the founders for who they are, helping them, and seeing their ideas come to life and making the connection that is going to help them grow.
Something I'm most excited about is kind of a combination of what everybody said, but the most interesting thing is cannabis is not a monolith, and everyone starts somewhere. Is I want to work in cannabis. Okay, well, what do you want to do? Is it transporting? Is it infusion? Is it somehow getting into dispensary flower, plant touching, non-plant touching? And I didn't even know any of these terms existed. not to mention the social equity component. So making sure that people that want to get into the industry understand what it is and how and where to go. And essentially that resource and networking component is the most important when anyone starts off doing anything.
So MediaTech Ventures, we have an incubator, and we've been running it since 2019. Since then, that incubator has spawned into multiple other programs, one focused on international, helping startups expand internationally and working with multiple countries to do that. And Dom, who I've actually known for 13 plus years, scary, I know. He was at a finance firm at the time, and they sponsored one of our South by Southwest events in 2019. And, you know, we hadn't talked in a little while, so we caught up a little bit on what each other was doing. Long story short, Dom got into the cannabis industry, and it's definitely an industry, obviously, it being legal here in Illinois. I was like, why don't we have a cannabis, you know, tech-focused incubator? I think it's a really good opportunity. I think the time is right. It's not a saturated space, and I think there's a lot of opportunity to create some standardization and be a beacon in a lot of that sense. And we kind of stewed on that for a while, right? And then eventually, it took 2 years of me nagging Dom, but we finally had a real talk about it and introduced me to MJ, and it's a small world, right? And we've been doing quite a bit of work with Scott and his team at 2112 for a long time, and Amor helped start 2112, and then she got into women in cannabis, and I was like, well, we should probably talk to Amor, no doubt. And Scott's like, yeah, we absolutely should talk to Amor. So we talked to Amor, and Amor was like, I love this idea, let's do it. And oh, by the way, there's three other women that I want to bring under the project. And I'm like, fantastic, let's have a conversation with all of them. And here we are. I mean, it really is incredible how fast it all kind of came together, right? From 2 years of persistence to, all right, it's go time.
Time to go.
And that's yeah. So startups can expect a curriculum that's really dedicated in helping them uncover and validate their hypothesis and the thing that they want to pursue. It's what I tell people all the time, especially startups that go through incubators, is be obsessed more with solving a problem than you are with your solution, right? Because chances are when you're rapid prototyping things and you're going through a program that spits out a company after 12 weeks, you need to make sure that you're going down the right path and you're pursuing something that the market wants and it is meaningful to you and it really fulfills you. Or we help prevent a really bad idea from you wasting your time for 2 years and realizing it's not going to go anywhere. Either of those things are very awesome to figure out fast, right? So startups can expect a really solid curriculum to help them get beyond the idea and actually into an entity that they've developed and that they're on their path now to maybe go raise a little bit of seed funding to pursue the idea more meaningfully. And they can expect incredible hands-on with the mentors and with the teachers. We do a really good job of ensuring that our mentors and our teachers are constantly involved with the organizations and the startups that do participate. In visibility, I think that a lot of programs struggle with promotion outside of just handling day-to-day of being the teacher and the mentor and the platform. But, you know, given all of our backgrounds and networks and the reach that we have online and beyond, the startups that go through our program can expect a lot of visibility across many different channels and marketplaces. So it's going to be hard work. There's going to be a lot of homework. But if hard work and homework scares you, then being a founder is probably not the right path for you anyway. So we're going to put you through the ringer, but on the other side of it is definitely passion-driven work and stuff that you're really, really excited about pursuing.
To produce entrepreneurs who are conscious, who are part of a larger community, who are also looking to bring diversity into the field that they're exploring. You will have access to a wealth of people who are dedicated to the industry, who have experience and dedication to building stronger entrepreneurs and companies.
And happy hours, right? They can expect happy hours.
Happy hours.
I think this program is more relevant than ever, especially after the pandemic and the essentially people don't want to go to school anymore. It's kind of pointless. And John and I had this conversation earlier. I mean, of course, it depends what you do. You don't want a YouTube University surgeon, but YouTube University marketing. A lot of these things you can learn on your own. And I think the biggest component of not going to school is just having that guidance, because you can learn things on your own. But I think, especially for people in their 20s, early 20s, is they simply need guidance. And I think this is a good place to get that.
I'll just add one thing to that. I think they can expect a team that is going to back them up, that is not just going to, get their ideas through the door and out. It's going to be the hands-on, walking through them, listening, and just, being there for them. I think it's more the human touch than just, just the program and train and do the homework and that's it. It's we're here for you. We're here to grow with you, and we'll be there every step of the way.
What makes CannaTech Ventures different, I think, is just the representation you see here. The room and the founders of this program you see in front of you is not commonly seen in programs like this and in boardrooms. And I think that is, to me, one of our biggest differentiators. Another thing is the incredible space and tools at our disposal for the founders. I mean, this room we're in right now is free to the community. It's free to the community at large here in Chicago, let alone the other podcast studios that are in here and some of the other media rooms. We've got actual space for startups to go and grow in an environment that merges with media and creative technologists and professionals as well. So when you start bringing these industries together under one roof, undoubtedly you're going to have that kind of synergistic collision between both of them. And one of the things I'm really excited about seeing is those industries operate together in parallel and find the similarities. Technology that's being developed in the cannabis industry is no different than technology that's being developed for any other industry. You're still going to need media. You're still going to need people that know how marketing works and advertising works and the likes. And with these communities combined, there's a lot of opportunity for them to work together. So on top of the resources and the diversity of the team and us being, extremely proactive and in trying to make sure that we've got good representation in the room and we're providing opportunity to everybody. We've got the tools, the resources, the knowledge, the history and the background going from startup to acquisition. And I think that's also extremely important in these types of programs, knowing that the team understands the growth, the trajectory of what it takes to go from startup to being acquired or, a merger. And so it's really from beginning to end, every step of the way, our program is different because we've been there, we've done it, and we're excited to help you all achieve that as well.